Assalamu alaikum. Hello and warm welcome to all of you. Dear students, today I am here with a revision of Geography chapter number 5, Industries. First, I would like to clear the term industry. Students, industry refers to an economic activity that is concerned with production of goods, extraction of minerals, or provision of services. Iron and steel industry is an example of production of goods. Coal mining industry, example of extraction of coal. And tourism industry is an example of service provider. Classification of industries. Industries are classified on the basis of raw material, number 2, size, and number 3, ownership. First, we will see on the basis of raw material, industries are classified into 4 categories: agro-based, mineral-based, marine-based, and forest-based industries. Agro-based industry use plant and animal-based product as their raw material. For example, food processing industry. Mineral-based industry use mineral ores as their raw material. The products of these industry feed other industry. Example, iron made from iron ore. Number 3, marine-based industry use product from the sea and ocean as raw material. Example, industries processing seafood or manufacturing of fish oil. Forest-based industry use forest product as raw material. For example, pulp and paper industry. Now, on the basis of size. On the basis of size, industries are classified into 2 categories: small scale industry and large scale industry. Small scale industry use lesser amount of capital and technology. For example, cottage or household industry, where products are manufactured by hand. Basket weaving, pottery, and other handicrafts are product of cottage industry. Large scale industry use higher capital and superior technology. For example, silk weaving and food processing industries. Now, on the basis of ownership, industries are classified into 4 categories: private sector, public sector, joint sector, and cooperative sector. Private sector owned and operated by individuals or group of individuals. Example, Reliance Industries Limited. Public sector industries owned and operated by government. For example, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and Steel Authority of India. Joint sector owned and operated by state and individuals or group of individuals. Example, Maruti Udyog Limited. Cooperative sector owned and operated by producer or suppliers of raw material, workers, or both. Example, Amul, Anand Milk Union Limited. Now, factors affecting location of industries. The factors affecting the location of industries are availability of raw material, land, water, labor, power, capital, transport, and market. These are the factors which affect the location of industry. Industrial system. An industrial system consists of input, process and outputs. First, input include raw material, labor and cost of land, transport, power and other infrastructure. The process. The process include wide range of activity that convert raw material into finished product. The output. Outputs are the end product and income on from it. So, this is an industrial system. Industrial regions. When number of industries locate close to each other and share the benefit of their closeness, they make industrial region. Industrial region of the world. Some of the important industrial regions of the world are Eastern North America, Western and Central Europe, Eastern Europe and Eastern Asia. Major important industrial regions in India: Mumbai Pune cluster, Bangalore Tamil Nadu region, Hooghly region, Ahmedabad Baroda region, Chota Nagpur industrial belt, Visakhapatnam, Guntur belt, Gurgaon Delhi, Meerut region and Kollam Thiruvananthapuram industrial cluster. These are the important industrial regions of the world as well as India. Decision of major industry. The world's major industries are the iron and steel industry, the textile industry and information technology industry. These three are world major industry. Number one, iron and steel industry. Number two, textile industry. And number three, information technology industry. First, we will see about iron and steel industry. Iron and steel industry is a feeder industry whose products are used as raw material for other industries. Feeder means supporting industry and whose products are used as raw material for other industry. The inputs for this industry include raw materials such as iron ore, coal and limestone along with labor, capital, site and other infrastructure. These are the inputs required for iron and steel industry. The process. The process of converting iron ore into steel involves many stages. First, the raw material is put in the blast furnace where it undergoes melting. And then, second, it is then refined. So, this is the process of converting iron ore into steel. The output. The output obtained is steel which may be used by other industry as raw material. The output of iron and steel industry is steel which is used by other industry as raw material. Students, you have to keep in mind that iron and steel industry considered as backbone of modern industry. Why? Because iron and steel industry produce daily use tools, ships, trains, trucks and autos are made largely from iron or steel. Whatever we are using in our daily life, it is made by iron and steel industry. Features of steel. Steel is tough and it can easily be shaped, cut or made into wire. When iron ore is converted into steel by the processing, steel becomes tough. Even it can easily be shaped, cut or made into wire. Special alloys of steel can be made by adding small amount of other metals such as aluminum, nickel and copper. Special alloys of steel can be made by adding small amount of other metals such as aluminum, nickel and copper. Alloys give steel unusual hardness, toughness or ability to resist rust. When we are adding other metal such as aluminum, nickel and copper, steel become very hard, very tough and it has also ability to resist rust. Now I would like to give you the description of major iron and steel plant of India, Jamshedpur. Before independence, Tata Iron and Steel Company Limited, TISCO, was only one iron and steel plant in the country which was privately owned. After independence, government set up several other iron and steel plants in our country. TISCO was started in the year 1907 at Sakchi, near the confluence of river Suvarnareka and Khargai in the state of Jharkhand. Later on, Sakchi was renamed as Jamshedpur. Nowadays, it is known as Jamshedpur, but earlier it was known as Sakchi. So, first iron and steel plant of India was located at Sakchi. Recently, we are knowing that place as Jamshedpur in the state of Jharkhand. Now, here the question: why Sakchi? Jamshedpur was chosen to set up the steel plant. So these are the reasons. Sakchi was only 32 km away from Kalimati station on Bengal-Nagpur railway line. So benefit of rail transportation is there. It was close to iron ore, coal and manganese deposit as well as Kolkata, which provided large market. Sakchi was very close to iron, coal and manganese mine. So it ensured easily availability of raw material. Even Sakchi was close to Kolkata, and Kolkata provide vast market for iron and steel product. TISCO gets coal from Jeria coalfield and iron ore, limestone, dolomite and manganese from Odisha and Chhattisgarh. TISCO plant getting coal from Jeria coalfield. It is close to TISCO plant. And iron ore, limestone and manganese from nearby state Odisha and Chhattisgarh. The Karkai and Suvarnareka river ensures sufficient water supply. Government initiative provide adequate capital for its later development. Even it is close to the river Sumarnareka and Karkai, which provide water supply for TISCO plant. That's why Sakchi Jamshedpur was chosen to set up iron and steel plant in 1907. Now I would like to give you a description of another important steel city in the form of Pittsburgh, which is located in United States of America. Pittsburgh is an important steel city of America. Why iron and steel industry developed in Pittsburgh? So first, the raw materials such as coal is available locally, while iron ore comes from the iron mines Minnesota, about 1500 kilometers from Pittsburgh. Coal is locally available at Pittsburgh, and iron ore is actually coming from 1500 kilometer iron ore mine. Number 2, between these mines and Pittsburgh, Great Lakes Waterway is present, which is one of the world's best routes for shipping ore cheaply. Between these mines and Pittsburgh, there is a Great Lakes Waterway, and it provides easy transportation of iron ore from mine to Pittsburgh city. Trains carry the ore from the Great Lakes to Pittsburgh's area. Even rail facility is there. From the lake, trains are carrying the iron ore to Pittsburgh region. The Ohio, the Monongahela and Allegheny rivers provide adequate water supply for the industries. Finished steel is transported to the market by both land and water routes. Finished product transported by both the way, land route is also available and water route is also available. So Jamshedpur, Sakchi and Pittsburgh, these are two important industrial centers we have discussed. With this, I would like to conclude my today's lecture. Inshallah, we will meet again very soon with the second part of the revision. Thank you very much.